جامعة حلب، كلية الشريعة، السنة الأولى، كتاب اللغة الإنكليزية، تقديم مبادرة ضوء، بصوت منية مرعي. يغطي هذا التسجيل من الصفحة رقم 202 حتى الصفحة رقم 211. نبدأ مع Section B Reading 2. لدينا نص بعنوان What's wrong with tradition? The following letter appeared in the student newspaper of an American university. It was written by an international student who believes strongly in his country's traditional way of choosing spouses. نقوم الآن بقراءة رسالة الطالب إلى محرر الصحيفة. Letter to the editor. Dear editor, I am a 27-year-old student from Vietnam. My purpose in coming here is to get a business degree. I am very grateful to have the chance to get an education in a country of such great business leadership. However, I am tired of the questions that people ask me about my personal life. American students seem to think that their way of dating romantically before marriage is the only way, but I disagree. Let me give you an example from my own life. My parents have been married for 35 years. Their marriage has all the characteristics of a happy one: deep friendship, love, and trust. They have 6 children, and I am the second son. Because of their help, I am able to study in the United States. They have always worked hard to raise their children in the right way. When I finish my degree, I will go back to my country and help them. American people are always surprised when I tell them that my parents met for the first time on their wedding day. Americans can't believe that such a marriage could be happy. But I have seen my parents with my own eyes. They love each other faithfully, and they are proud of the children that their marriage has produced. They learned to love each other slowly as time passed. I believe they share a true and everlasting love. When people ask, "Are you looking for a girlfriend?" I tell them no. For me, studying comes first. When I go back to my country and start working, my parents will help me find a good wife. She will be someone with a good family background, someone I can trust. Good apples come from good trees. If I marry a good apple, we can make a beautiful growing tree together. No divorce, no AIDS, no broken heart. I want a peaceful, happy life, just like my parents have. Why can't Americans understand this? Paul Nguyen. بعد الانتهاء من قراءة الرسالة، يأتي السؤال التالي. Write your response to Paul Nguyen's letter in the space below. Then share what you've written with the class. لدينا الآن نموذج رسالة للرد على رسالة الطالب بول نوين. في هذه الرسالة بعض الجمل المساعدة في الرد. Dear Paul Nguyen, I'm writing in response to your letter that appeared in the student newspaper. I would like to share my opinion with you. I believe that this is because I also have a question for you. In my opinion, وفي النهاية, thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts. Sincerely. ننتقل الآن إلى Section C. Linking readings 1 and 2. Discuss these questions in small groups. 1. Paul Lian explains that his parents met on their wedding day. Who do you think made the decision for this couple to get married? 2. Consider your own parents. When did they meet? How did they meet? Who made the decision for them to get married? Exercise 3. Focus on vocabulary. First, review the list of analogy type, their definitions, and the examples. Then analyze the relationships among the vocabulary words. Choose the word that best completes the analogy and circle it. Be sure that the second pair of words has a similar relationship to the first pair of words. Label each analogy to identify type. The first one has been done for you. لدينا الآن مجموعة من الكلمات المرتبطة فيما بينها. سنعرف نوع الارتباط في كل حالة ونعطي مثال عليه. Analogy type number 1. Synonym. Definition. The words have a very similar meaning. Example: mistake and error. Analogy type number 2. Antonym. Definitions. The words have opposite meaning. Example: modern and traditional. Analogy type number 3. Cause-effect. Definition. One word is the result of another word. Example: mistake, experience. Analogy type number 4. Degree. Definition. One word has a stronger meaning than the other. Example: different and unique. Analogy type number 5. Related. Definition. The words are connected by similar ideas. Example: tough and suffering. لدينا الآن مثال تطبيقي على فكرة الأنالوجي تايب. Number 1. Characteristics and features are equal to make and A. Raise, B. Produce, C. Grow. The answer is B. Produce, because the analogy type here is synonym, meaning that the words have a very similar meaning. Number 2. Spouse and husband are equal to romantic and A. Characteristic, B. Infertility, C. Attracted to. The answer is A. Characteristic, because the analogy type here is related, meaning that the two words are connected by similar ideas. Number 3. Marriage and divorce are equal to pregnancy and A. Infertility, B. Commitment, C. Traditional. The answer is A. Infertility, because the analogy type here is antonym, meaning that the words have opposite meanings. Number 4. Pregnancy and baby are equal to romance and A. Love marriage, B. Arranged marriage, C. Group marriage. The answer is A. Love marriage, because the analogy here is cause-effect, meaning that one word is the result of another word. Number 5. Surprised and shocked are equal to enduring and A. Lasting, B. Continuing, C. Everlasting. The answer is C. Everlasting, because the analogy type here is degree, meaning one word has a stronger meaning than the other. Number 6. Group and leader are equal to marriage and A. Partner, B. Produce, C. Characteristics. The answer is A. Partner, because the analogy type here is related, meaning that the words are connected by similar ideas. Number 7. Usually and always are equal to neighbor and A. Friend, B. Community, C. Boss. The answer is B. Community. The analogy type here is degree, meaning that one word has a stronger meaning than the other. Number 8. Engagement and marriage are equal to fertility and A. Miracle, B. Proof, C. Pregnancy. The answer is C. Pregnancy, because the analogy type here is cause-effect, meaning that one word is the result of another word. We move now to exercise 2 in section 3. Read the information below about courtship, then decide if the following sentences are related to courtship, a wedding ceremony, or married life. Courtship refers to the period of time when a man and a woman get to know each other before marriage. In some cultures, they spend time together alone. In other cultures, they spend time together with friends and relatives. During this time, a couple may decide whether or not to marry. Sentence A. Members of the community are invited to watch the couple promise to love each other for a lifetime. This sentence is related to wedding ceremony. Sentence B. The man gives the woman flowers to show his romantic feelings for the first time. This sentence is related to courtship. Sentence C. The husband and wife disagree about the best way to raise their 2 sons. This sentence is related to married life. Sentence D. Friends and relatives throw rice at the couple to make a wish for their fertility. This sentence is related to wedding ceremony. Sentence E. The husband and wife hope that their marriage will produce healthy children. This sentence is related to married life. Sentence F. A man and a woman are attracted to each other because of such characteristics as good looks, intelligence, and kindness. This sentence is related to courtship. Sentence G. important words are spoken by a person in a position of leadership. This sentence is related to wedding ceremony. Sentence H. The woman happily tells her mother that she is pregnant. This sentence is related to married life. Sentence I. The man realizes that the woman will be an excellent spouse. This sentence is related to courtship. Sentence J. Little by little, each partner discovers more about the other's background. This sentence is related to courtship. We move now to exercise 3 in section 3. Describe a courtship tradition in your culture. Write 1 or 2 paragraphs using at least 5 of the words below. Or describe 5 different courtship traditions in your culture using 5 of the words below. Background. Unique. Characteristics. Produce. Prove. Fertility. Romantic. Traditional. Community. Spouse. Opportunity. Modern. We move now to 4. Focus on writing. A. Using related word forms for cohesion. Exercise 1. In a well-written text, the ideas are cohesive. That is, they fit together clearly. The word for this clear fitting together of ideas is cohesion. Look at the following paragraphs about marriage. Can you identify what makes them cohesive? Paragraph A. Some people are surprised when they learn of this unique custom because they expect the people of southern Germany to follow the rules of the Catholic religion, which teach that it is wrong for unmarried women to become pregnant. But the windowing custom is the only one example of the surprising views of marriage that are found around the world, even among people whose religious beliefs require more common marriage practices. Paragraph B. A more famous example of a different style of marriage is found among the early Mormons. The group's first leader, Joseph Smith, believed that a man should be allowed to have several wives. As the Mormon church grew, many of the men followed Smith's teaching and married a number of wives. The Mormons believed that it was a woman's duty to marry at young age and raise as many children as possible. For example, in 1854, one Mormon leader became a father 9 times in 1 week, when 9 of his wives all had babies. Today, the Mormon Church teaches that marriage should be a partnership of 1 man and 1 woman who will be together not only during this life, but forever. Writers use related word forms to gain more cohesion in their writing. In paragraph A, the ideas fit together clearly because the writer uses such related word forms as religion and religious, unmarried and marriage, In paragraph B, some related word forms are marriage, married, and marry. There are also many repetitions of the words merman and wives. The use of related word forms helps the writer move smoothly from one idea to the next. The writer is able to keep the reader's focus on the main idea without repeating the same exact words again and again. Look at the following example. Other pregnant women believe that they are quite beautiful during pregnancy. Their beauty comes from the joy of becoming a mother. There is a light in their eyes and their skin shines beautifully. Exercise number 2. Complete the paragraph below with the appropriate word forms. Choose from the box. In the box, we have these word forms: romance, tradition, married, court, similar, romantic, traditional, marriage, courtship, similarity. سنقوم الآن بقراءة النص وملء الفراغات بالكلمات المناسبة. Many social scientists agree that it is important to marry someone whose background is similar to your own. One example of this idea is expressed when Americans talk about marrying the boy or girl next door. When we get married to the boy or girl next door, we are joining our lives with a partner who shares our lifestyle, income, and educational level. According to social scientists, this type of marriage is likely to be successful because the spouses will understand each other more easily. One practical advantage of marrying the boy or girl next door is that it is easy to court someone who lives near you. During the courtship period, the two partners can get together easily. If they come from traditional families, their parents can watch their relationship develop and give them advice. Of course, there is also the possibility that the romance will not be accepted by parents, and the young couple may not be able to participate in the tradition of having a wedding ceremony. They may elope or run away to get married secretly. For some couples, this is a romantic way to begin their lives together. But whether or not they elope, many experts believe that people who marry the boy or girl next door will be happy. This is because of the similarity of their backgrounds.
بعد الانتهاء من هذا التمرين نكون قد انتهينا من فقرة Using related word forms for cohesion. وننتقل الآن إلى فقرة القواعد. B. Grammar, articles, definite and indefinite. 1. Use the definite article, the, when you have a particular person, place, or thing in mind. For example, the group's first leader, Joseph Smith, believed that a man should be allowed to have several wives. As the Mormon church grew, many of the men followed Smith's teaching and married a number of wives. 2. Use the indefinite article A. When you don't have a particular person, place, or thing in mind, use the indefinite article an before words that begin with vowel sounds. For example, the group's first leader, Joseph Smith, believed that a man should be allowed to have several wives. 3. Use the indefinite article a the first time you mention a person, place, or thing. Then use the definite article the when you refer to that same thing again. For example, some Bavarian people of southern Germany once had a windowing custom, and the windowing custom allowed them to prove their fertility to others in community. 4. Use the definite article the in forming the superlative of an adjective. For example, Noyes decided that group marriage was the best way of men and women to live together.
بعد الاستماع إلى شرح القاعدة، ننتقل الآن إلى مثال تطبيقي على هذه القاعدة. Exercise 2. Complete the paragraph below with the indefinite article a or the definite article the. Planning a wedding. The American bride often looks in a bridal magazine for advice about planning her wedding. Every bride has her own idea of the most perfect wedding. For most brides, this includes flowers, music, and a delicious wedding cake. Most magazines also provide information about planning a romantic trip. Some brides dream of going to a warm beach, while others wish to travel to a distant country. Bridal magazines also give advice about following traditional American wedding customs. For example, the bride will sometimes give a piece of cake to her friends. Each friend takes a piece of cake home and places it in a bag underneath her pillow. According to tradition, if a woman does this, she will dream of her future husband at night. The woman will see his face in her dreams. بعد الانتهاء من القواعد، ننتقل إلى تمارين الكتابة.
C. Writing topics. Choose one of the following topics. Write 2 or 3 paragraphs using some of the grammar, vocabulary, and style that you've learned in this unit. Topic 1. What are the characteristics of a good spouse? Give examples to support your opinion. Topic 2. What are the characteristics of a happy marriage? Do these characteristics change with the passing of time, or do they remain the same? Topic 3. Do you believe that using a matchmaker can be a good way to find a spouse? Why or why not? Topic 4. Describe a marriage or courtship custom with which you are familiar. Is this custom related to religion? Explain. D. Research topics. Step 1. Step 1. Try to search at several newspapers and magazines. How much information can you find that's related to courtship and marriage? Use the question below to organize and information what you find. 1. How many wedding announcements did you find? 2. How many of the following types of advertisement did you find? First, matchmaking services. 2. Wedding fashions.
Third, honeymoon travel. 3. How many articles did you find? 4. How much marriage advice did you find in advice columns? Step 2. Use the following questions as a guide to write a short summary of your research. Share your summary with the class. Question 1. Which articles were the most interesting? Why? Question 2. What kind of advertisement did you find most often? Did these advertisements make you want to buy the product or service? Question 3. What kind of problems did you find in the advice column? Were any of these problems related to information in this unit? Explain.